The Pittsburgh Steelers are in full off-season mode, looking to sharpen their roster and build a team that can truly compete for a championship in 2025. Every decision made in the coming months will play a crucial role in shaping the Steelers' future. And right now, one position that absolutely needs attention is wide receiver. The Steelers are determined to add more firepower to the offense, and recent trade rumors suggest that a blockbuster move could be on the horizon. Before we dive in, if you're excited about the Steelers making big moves and want to stay updated on all the latest news, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out and keeps you in the loop for all things Steelers. Now, let's get into it. There's been a lot of buzz in the NFL world about the Steelers making a big move at wide receiver. And now, an intriguing trade proposal has surfaced that could land Pittsburgh one of the league's most dominant receivers, DK Metcalf. The Steelers have been searching for a true WR2 to pair with George Pickens, and Metcalf might just be the perfect answer. According to The Athletic's Mike DeFabo, a trade scenario is being floated where the Steelers would send a 2025 third-round pick and rookie wide receiver Roman Wilson to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for Metcalf. Now, let's break this down. Metcalf is one of the most physically gifted receivers in the league. Standing at 6'4" and 235 pounds, he's an absolute nightmare for defenders. He has recorded multiple 1,000-yard seasons and has a unique blend of size, speed, and strength that very few receivers possess. Imagine a Steelers offense featuring Metcalf and Pickens, two elite physical wideouts that would strike fear into any defense in the NFL. But the trade proposal does raise a few questions. First, the Steelers just drafted Roman Wilson in the third round of the 2024 NFL Draft. He barely saw the field last season due to injuries, and now there's already talk about moving on from him. Some fans might see this as a hasty decision. However, Wilson has reportedly struggled with injuries and learning the playbook, and if the Steelers believe they can land a star like Metcalf, they may not hesitate to make the move. Of course, acquiring Metcalf wouldn't just cost draft capital, it would also require a major financial commitment. Metcalf is entering the final year of his contract, and he is expected to demand an extension worth around $26,000 to $30 million per year. If Pittsburgh trades for him, they will need to lock him down with a multi-year deal, which could make things tricky with George Pickens also entering the final year of his rookie contract. This means that if the Steelers land Metcalf, 2025 could very well be Pickens' last season in Pittsburgh. The front office will have to make a difficult decision. Do they go all in on Pickens, or do they bring in Metcalf as the new long-term WR1? Either way, this decision will have massive implications for the team's future. If a trade for Metcalf doesn't happen, the Steelers still have other options. Several veteran receivers are available on the market, including Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett, and Christian Kirk. The Steelers could also look at free agents like Darius Slayton or target a receiver in the NFL Draft. However, none of these players offer the same level of dominance as Metcalf. If Pittsburgh is serious about making a major upgrade at WR, going after a star player like Metcalf might be the best move. While we're talking about big decisions for the Steelers, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about Naji Harris. The Steelers have built their identity around a strong running game, but Harris's future in Pittsburgh is uncertain. The team declined his fifth-year option, meaning he is set to become a free agent after the 2024 season. And now, the Saquon Barkley contract could change everything. The Philadelphia Eagles just gave Barkley a 2-year, $41.2 million deal, making him the highest-paid running back in the league. This deal reset the market, and now Harris could demand anywhere from $9 to $10 million per year in free agency. This puts the Steelers in a tough spot. Do they invest in Harris, knowing that they have Jaylen Warren as a strong alternative? Or do they let Harris walk and draft a new running back in the 2025 NFL Draft? The Steelers have reportedly met with Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, a player some analysts are calling a generational talent. If Pittsburgh decides to move on from Harris, Jeanty could be their next big weapon in the backfield. The Steelers selected George Pickens in the second round of the 2022 NFL Draft. And if we're being real, that pick was an absolute steal. Pickens came in with a chip on his shoulder, and it didn't take long for us to see that he was the real deal. He's got elite hands, incredible body control, and the ability to make jaw-dropping plays that leave us all in awe. But here's the thing. Pickens' time in Pittsburgh hasn't been without controversy. Coming out of Georgia, there were some concerns about his maturity, and over the past 3 seasons, we've seen moments where that has come into question. Some view his on-field frustrations as a problem. Others say he's just a highly competitive player who wants to win. Maybe it's a mix of both. Either way, his future with the team is now a major topic of discussion. According to Steelers Insider, Mark Kaboly, the chances of Pickens signing a contract extension before the season starts are slim to none. In fact, he estimates the probability at just 14%. That's right, 14%. That's not exactly reassuring if you're hoping to see Pickens in black and gold for years to come. Kaboly even went as far as to say that there's a better chance of the Steelers trading Pickens at the deadline in November than extending him. And if the team signs another WR1, that percentage drops to 0. Look, we all know the Steelers have a history of being very selective about which wide receivers they choose to extend. They've let some incredibly talented guys walk over the years. Plaxico Burress, Mike Wallace, Santonio Holmes, and most recently, Juju Smith-Schuster. The reason? Pittsburgh has always believed in its ability to develop the next great receiver. But Pickens is different, right? Well, maybe not in the eyes of the front office. Despite his insane talent, there are some red flags. Pickens has been known to show frustration on the field, and there have been moments where his effort has been questioned. And we all know that Mike Tomlin doesn't tolerate any kind of locker room distractions. But let's be honest here. Can you blame the guy for being frustrated? The Steelers' offense over the past 3 seasons has been, let's just say, painful to watch. The quarterback situation has been unstable, the play calling has been uninspiring, and Pickens has often been the only real playmaker on the field. Through all of that, he's still managed to put up solid numbers. 4 receptions, 841 receiving yards, 16. 3 yards per catch, which is elite. 12 touchdowns. That's impressive, especially considering the offensive struggles around him. So if Pickens is this good, why wouldn't the Steelers keep him around? Let's talk about the possibility of a trade. Kaboly believes that if the Steelers don't extend Pickens before the season, there's a legitimate chance they move him before the trade deadline. And let's be real. If the Steelers bring in a veteran WR1 in free agency or through a trade, that could signal the end of Pickens' time in Pittsburgh. There have already been rumors about the Steelers being interested in guys like DK Metcalf or Courtland Sutton. If Pittsburgh were to acquire a receiver like that, it would be a clear indication that they're preparing for life without Pickens. But would trading him really be the right move? Here's the dilemma. Pickens is still on his rookie deal, which means he's extremely affordable right now. If the Steelers move him, they would have to replace him with a proven receiver who would likely cost significantly more. Is that worth it? That's the big question. Steelers Nation, these next few months are going to be crucial for the future of this team. Do they trade for DK Metcalf and make a bold statement in the AFC? Do they extend Naji Harris or let him walk and draft a new RB? What moves will Omar Khan make to take this team to the next level? This is the time for Steelers fans to voice their opinions. What do you think about the DK Metcalf trade proposal? Would you be okay with trading Roman Wilson and a 3rd-round pick to land Metcalf? And what about Naji Harris? Should the Steelers keep him or let him go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the discussion going. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single update. This is going to be an exciting offseason, and we're going to break it all down for you here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and as always, here we go Steelers.